Hey everybody, it's Coach Jason. I hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about a specific part of training that is important. Okay, now every ingredient in a well-balanced training program is important. Every piece fits its piece of the puzzle and has its role to play. But I want to talk specifically about tempo runs today, but not necessarily just the either the shorter, faster anaerobic threshold run or the longer, slightly slower aerobic tempo run, but a tempo run that helps to simulate a race, particularly cross country, where if you're familiar with it as a coach or an athlete, some of these races go out hard, right? And then people settle into the pace, and then they finish fast. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is something I call bookend tempos. Okay, this is something I've utilized on my athletes quite a bit over 2 decades as a coach. I am a coach. I have coached at the high school, college, and post-collegiate level for the past 20 years, and I have competed at those levels as well. I am USATF certified coach and a Wharton certified musculoskeletal and flexibility therapist. You'll see the credentials in my YouTube profile. But what I want to talk about today is the tempo run that simulates a race, and how do you do it? Okay. First and foremost, I encourage you to watch the first 2 videos that I'm going to be putting in the description as well. One of them is going to be a 1-mile time trial, okay, which will help determine your current fitness, okay, not your goal fitness, your current fitness, based on what you run in the mile, and it'll give you a lot of information as to where your capabilities lie in the 3K and the 5K, as well as 800 and the 400, so shorter and longer, okay, and it'll give you a lot of data, and I encourage you to watch the entire video because it tells you exactly what it means, okay. The video after that is a video on how to set the appropriate training paces based on what you run for that 1-mile time trial, to make sure that you or your athletes are not training either too hard or not hard enough. It's important to be training at the appropriate zones based on your fitness, okay? Particularly if you're in a group of athletes, because some people might be significantly slower or significantly faster, and if you're all trying to train at the same pace, everybody's going to be recovering differently. Okay, so it's important that you're recovering properly from these workouts as well. So training at the appropriate training zones is very, very, very important. Okay, particularly in a workout like this. Okay, I'm looking at my training book here. Okay, now I'm going to go over 3 types and you'll see how they progress from one to the next as you get fitter, and how they simulate. Each one simulates a little bit more race scenario. Okay, the first one, okay, it's a 60-second hard effort. That's right. So after you warm up, you do your drills, your strides, and everything. You stretch and all that stuff. You're ready to do the workout. Okay, you're going to run a 60-second hard effort at, let's say, between 5K and 3K pace, closer to 3-kilometer pace, because generally folks go out pretty hard. Sometimes faster than that, but let's just say 3K pace. So you run 60 seconds at that pace, and then you take a 2-minute recovery, and then let's just say it's a 4-mile tempo. You're going to run your 4-mile tempo. After a 2-minute recovery, after you run that 60-second hard effort, that's whatever the appropriate pace is, then you take a 2-minute recovery on the back end, active recovery, and then you're going to repeat that 60-second hard effort at 3K pace again. It helps to simulate going out hard, settling into your pace, let's see the race pace, and then finishing hard, or accelerating when you're already fatigued, okay? That's number 1, all right? The second workout, and let's say you do this every 3 weeks, okay, which gives you a chance to do a block of training and allow you to progress towards the next tempo. The next one, you're going to repeat that workout, but now you're going to run the 60-second hard effort. You're going to cut the recovery down to 1 minute. Repeat the tempo, and let's just say it's 4 miles again. Take a minute recovery, and then on the back end, run the 60-second hard effort again. It simulates it in a much tighter sphere, okay? By cutting the rest period, it gets as close to a race scenario as possible, okay, which is a good thing, okay? And the third scenario, let's just say 3 weeks after that, it's going to be all continuous now, okay? You're going to run a 60-second hard effort at 3K pace right into a 4-mile tempo run, okay? So you'll see what it feels like. After going out hard and then settling into your pace, it takes you a little while to kind of get into a rhythm. Okay, and then at the back end of the 4-mile tempo, right into another 60-second hard effort at 3K pace. It gets you as close to simulating a race environment as possible. okay, in a way that is very, very race-like, going out hard, settling in, finishing hard, okay? Keep in mind, the only time you'll increase the pace of the tempo run is when your fitness indicates you're ready to. How do you know? You back it up with a race or a time trial, okay, that tells you you're ready to increase training intensity. Ideally, you only increase volume or intensity individually, not together, okay? And particularly, you can increase volume a lot more frequently than you can increase intensity, but I still encourage you to not do it any shorter than 3 to 4 week blocks. It takes about 21 to 28 days to adapt to a certain training stimuli. So keep that in mind too. And volume increases should be gradual anyway. But with regards to training intensity increases, races should, or time trials, like I said, should indicate whether you're ready to increase the training paces, okay? For recovery purposes. As you get fitter and more experienced, you'll be recovering the same way you would at the slower paces. So in the beginning, you're running 8-minute miles for your easy runs, say 145 beats per minute or whatever your heart rate is, you recover fine. As you get fitter, you'll be doing the same thing, but at 7:30 pace, then 7-minute pace, then 6:30 pace. As you get fitter, the recovery is the same at the faster pace. But you gotta let it happen gradually. So, with that said, those are the 3 tempos. I encourage you to consider them. I've used them with a lot of success, and again, they should be gradually implemented. You can also repeat them, or you can start at a shorter tempo run and then work your way towards a longer tempo run. You can do that first one and just go to 3 miles, a 4-mile tempo, then 5-mile. It depends on how fit you are, your athletes, whether you prefer a little bit of a longer distance workout or a shorter volume workout. It really depends on the individualized needs of your athletes as well. Everybody can do the tempo, but sometimes the tempo might be a little bit different for certain people. So it really depends on what you and your athletes need. But this is a great sequence of tempos that, again, I've used repeatedly on a lot of athletes to help get them improve their race performance, particularly in cross country. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, this channel is definitely for you, particularly if you're a coach or an athlete and you just want to see detailed training programs with everything broken down and explained, unlike most other channels. This is your channel. So hit that subscribe button, hit the notification next to it. You'll see I have got about 8 dozen videos, almost 8 dozen videos of fully detailed training programs from 5K all the way up to the marathon for multiple levels, cross-country, injury prevention. I've got workouts galore. I've got all kinds of things on there that you would find interesting and educational and enjoyable. So, and if there's something that I haven't put on there and you want me to, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll get to work on that for you. Okay, I want to make this into one of the best running channels as possible. So out there. So please share this with as many folks as you know in the running community as well. I just want to try to help as many folks as possible. We are in this community together, and I just want to see kind of help contribute to the greater good to help everybody run faster while staying healthy. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks to my regular subscribers, my supporters. You guys are the best. Be safe out there. Train hard, train smart, adapt, improvise, overcome. Look out for each other. Talk to you next time.